Are you ready? Let's get your cell pictures out of that phone and onto a USB drive. That's where they need to be, and that's where they're going. Let's take care of it and get these pictures out of your phone and saved. I'm going to assume that if you're watching this video that you haven't saved them yet. If that's the case, let's get you set up. There are a ton of ways to do this. I'm just showing you one simple way. You can use things like G Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, etc. to save your phone pics, but this method has them on a physical drive that's in your possession, and you can keep it in a safe place at home. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you would, please. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, here we go. Have your phone fully charged. Close all of your windows and then restart your phone. Let it load for a few minutes once it's restarted. Our number one goal is to get your pics out of your phone onto a storage device and then transfer those to your computer. There is a USB storage device that has two different sized ends on it. One's for your phone and one's for the computer. This brand is Lexar. They'll suit you just fine. Get two of these with 128 gig capacity. Sometimes you have to remove your phone from its case. The tip of the USB-C, which goes into your phone, can get hung up fitting all the way in with your case on. It may fit in just fine, but sometimes you do have to take the case off. Don't put the device in yet. We have to do some exploring first. It may take you a bit of time, but you've got to go through your phone right now and track down a folder named My Files. Pause the video to look for it and then turn it back on when you find it. Okay, now when you're at My Files, you'll see categories of images, videos, audio files, documents, downloads, installation files, etc. If you scroll down, you'll come to Storage. That's where you will see internal storage and possibly OneDrive or Google Drive there. This is where you're going to see your USB storage device show up once you plug it in. Remember these steps so that you can find the USB drive when it is in. You really need to learn these steps before blindly starting to try to save pics. Trust me, learn these few steps first. It's worth the time. This is really important, so don't freak. Sometimes the pic that you save to the USB drive will not remain in your phone anymore. This doesn't always happen, but some phones do that. Once a picture is saved out of the phone to a USB device, it is then deleted from the phone automatically. So, make sure you practice with a few single pictures that you don't really care about. Because what can happen is once they're saved onto your USB drive and they're not in your phone anymore, you may find that, oh, well, I wanted those in my phone still because they're newer and I'm sharing them still. You can take care of that from the USB drive by putting back in some of the pictures from there. I'm not sure why certain companies did this where it would delete out of your phone once it was saved. I suppose in one sense that could be handy because if it's gone, that means it got saved. So anyway, you have to deal with this and make your best decisions knowing that. So anyway, maybe you just save the oldest photos first. That may serve you because it could be the photos that you're not sharing anymore that you're just keeping on your phone for storage because you don't want to lose them. Maybe start with those. Now that all your windows are closed, your phone is fully charged and restarted, insert the USB drive into your phone, in the front where it charges. Give it a second. You may see an icon appear at the top of your phone indicating the USB device is recognized. Now, go back through the steps to find internal storage and see if your USB device shows up. If you see it, great, let's go. If not, you must go back through the simple steps we talked about. Okay, open internal storage. Look for a folder named DCIM. Open that and then look for a folder named Camera. This is where the bulk of your photos should be. There will be pics in other folders, but we're just grabbing the ones on your camera for now. Press the top pic and hold your finger on it until the check mark to the left shows. I suggest you save your photos one at a time, about 3 or 4 times, until you know the process. There is an all prompt that will select all of your pics and you can save them all at once, but at first, just one pic at a time to get the process down. Okay, with the single pics check mark showing, go to the Move prompt and select it. Nothing may change visually, so just go to the top and press the back arrow several times until you're back to the storage page where you will see the USB drive. Select the USB drive and press Move Here. That's it. You have saved one picture successfully. You should be able to open the USB drive now and see this single picture on it. You can then go back to internal storage and repeat the steps. Remember to keep the first single test pic saves, particularly unimportant pics to you. And then once you've saved a bunch of single pictures over and see that they're either still in your phone or not, then you can select all and it will save all of your pictures. Now, when you do this, remember that you're going to have quite a load of data coming out of that phone going onto that USB drive, okay? And when this happens, it can be quite taxing on the USB drive and the phone because it's just a mountain of information transferring from one to the other. And it's quite an event when you have thousands and thousands of pictures in there. So keep that in your mind, that it will be quite a while that it will take to transfer those. Sometimes you get lucky and they go quicker than you might think, but in general, plan for a long haul on that part. We're talking about when you're up into the thousands of pictures. Several hundred, maybe up to 1,000, you generally have no problem. But when you get into thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures, it's quite a job for it to get those transferred. Also, very important, do not remove your USB drive from the phone until you unmount or eject it. There are prompts for this. If you just pull the drive out, it will jack you up 6 ways to Sunday. So make sure you either unmount or eject it. I'm going to assume that you got all your pictures out of your phone. Now you need to do the easier part of transferring those pictures to your computer. Turn your computer on. Once it's fully started, plug the other end of the USB storage device into your computer. Once it pops up, click on it, and you should see all of your saved pics. Okay, this is a Hail Mary type of save, so your pictures are going to be all separate. They will have file names that are generally only numbers, but the good news is they are all saved now and safe. Then what you can do once they're on your desktop in the one folder is go in there and name the photos according to the group they should belong in. For example, if you went on a vacation to Mexico, you may create a folder that says Mexico Vacation and then take all the pictures from that trip and put them in that folder. Then when you open that folder, you can rename all of those pictures. Instead of the numbers, you can rename them all at one time Mexico, and then it will add numbers. It'll be like Mexico 1, Mexico 2, Mexico 3, Mexico 4. So at least if you're looking for them, they're under the heading Mexico in the folder as well as on the picture itself. But as I say, that's for another time. But anyway, I hope you were able to save all your pictures successfully. Try to do this every 3 or 4 months from now on to stay ahead of it, and it's much easier and much shorter process. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments and I will answer them for you. Give me a like if you would, and subscribe to my channel if you would. I would really appreciate it. Have an awesome day. Take care.